From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready? We're waiting. 55. Ricky. Check three.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got him. Hey. Hey, easy. Motion backfield.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
55, Mike 55. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike 55.
Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down.
Ready. You ready? Check 55, Mike. In your face.
Spins away. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
His 13th NFL season now. Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Ready? Y'all waiting? Hey, easy. Double. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
Brees going to try and throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on.
Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete to QT. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. Finding fouls complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Houston.
Reset. 19. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller! Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, 53 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Check 52. Watch the eye.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Sammy.
Running with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Topper!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Check. Hey, Roy.
Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. 55. Here we go. Hey, kill. SOS.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
21. Hey, easy. Check, 55, come on. Check, 55.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
5-8. 37. And watch that. And watch the ball.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
30, check. Check 24, check 24. Blue draw Corker.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's put them on the buses. Over. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, easy. Check the backer. Show it. You're good. Line 4, ready.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
For the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Everyone, 30 seconds to Mike. Easy, opposite. Defenses, get out the field, defense. Kill. Joker. What? Here we go. Get wide. Big Dan, under. Go.
A give. This is Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now out comes Houston. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
56. I'm coming for you.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 24. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And out across midfield down to the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Fells has it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Right here.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. 13. Hey, box truck. Here we go. Crunch time, defense. 90.
Breeze now to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, high 7. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Reset. 19.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
53. Pick it up, D.
On first down, it's Watson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's coming.
Kill.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Reset. 19.
3, Mike. Check pass.
To the car.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety.
Out of the gun, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload that you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. This is caught by Gywu. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially.
And I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone. Isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Here we go, here we go.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, Echo. Switch.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the curl. Watch the...
Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get set. 19.
The Mike. No chance. Switch.
And him go. And him go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
53 is the mic.
Hey, let's pin them in. Full strength.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Watson now, operating from the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
Guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Hey, easy.
Off the field. Let's get off the field.
Sammy. Check 24. Come on.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Bradley Roby on the cover.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just 11. It's just me and you.
Hey, wahoo. Hey, easy.
Mike 37.
Woo-hoo.
There we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the run.
Ready, check.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see.